Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can see, I am sat at a chair this morning. So if you have an office chair, or maybe you are in your usual place where you would normally work, then that's great. If you do not have like a desk or an office, and therefore an office chair, you can absolutely do this wherever you would normally be sat doing your work. So for example, if you normally do it on the sofa at home, you can totally sit on the sofa and do this. You can obviously do it on the floor, but you will have to modify. Yeah, this is yoga at your desk. I obviously do not have a desk because I do not have an office. No chewing up the chews this morning, silly girl. But we are gonna get ready to start in about 4 or 5 minutes. So you've still got plenty of time to get yourself sorted. Maybe get a glass of water or cup of tea. I'm just going to mute everyone. Flora has put the playlist in the chat box as well. You can find the chat box by going to the bottom of your Zoom screen, whether it's on your phone or on your laptop. And if you go along to the right, there's some 3 dots with more underneath. If you click on that, it'll pop up with like a drop-down type menu, and you can click on chat, and that will let you see the chat box. I'm just going to go and get myself a glass of water. I will be back in a minute. So just have some time to relax before we get started. I recognize some names. Hope you're all well. Hope you had a lovely Easter as well. And it's well, it's bank holiday weekend, isn't it? Bank holiday on Monday. And then we've got the coronation weekend, which I think is, they made that bank holiday as well. I think they have. As I said, we've still got a minute or 2, so grab yourself a drink of water, a cup of tea. We've got plenty of time before we get started. Good morning, good morning. Hopefully you can see me all right as well, and hopefully you can hear me okay.
Absolutely.
Fabulous. I'm just going to ask you all to mute yourselves as well. Okay. Oh, sorry, I think I went to mute someone and ended up asking you to unmute. Sorry about that. Okay. Connor and Kate, if I can ask you to mute yourselves as well. And there is a playlist in the chat box. So if you want to listen to some music whilst we flow through our practice this morning, the playlist is in the chat box. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and get started. It is past. I know Flora's going to continue letting people in as they enter. Flora, if you can mute people as they enter as well, it takes a couple of minutes whilst they, or a few seconds, sorry, whilst they connect to audio. But if you can do that for me as well, that would be fabulous. Thank you. Okay, so welcome back to your wellbeing sessions with me, Samantha Hale, all in collaboration with the Insurance Institute of London, the IIL. And this morning we are going to be flowing through a chair yoga practice, which I know we have done before. Probably not everyone who is here this morning joined me for the last one, but you will have access to it in the playlist that I send out every month, so you can always go back to it. But thank you for joining me this morning, Friday mornings. I love joining you guys on a Friday morning every month. It's brilliant, and hopefully you're enjoying them as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started with, first of all, some breath work, and then I'm going to take you through a chair flow, which I hope you will then use some of these moves that you feel really helped you this morning when you are at your desk, or when you do find that you've maybe been hunched over your laptop or your computer for a little bit too long, and you're thinking, you know, I could do with a really good stretch. And maybe even those days when you just know you're not going to have time to get up and look around, because let's face it, even with all the best laid intentions, we still have those days where it gets to the end of the day and we're like, oh my God, I've just spent the entire day at my computer and I haven't moved once. Those days still happen. We are human, right? So anything that helps you just get a little bit more movement into your routine and into your day is always a good thing. So bring yourself to a comfortable seated position, whatever that may feel like for you. As always, you have complete autonomy of your body. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Take a pause, take a break, come back to stillness, come back to your breath, do whatever feels good for you. So, comfortable seated position. Now, ideally, feet planted to the ground, legs uncrossed. Close the eyes if it feels comfortable. And if you have got access to the playlist, which is in the chat box, and you want to listen to some music, hit that play button now. We're going to bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. And just take some time here. Connect to your breath. Notice where it's landing and how it feels. Don't try to alter your breath here. Just allow yourself to become reacquainted with your natural rhythm of breathing. Just noticing the natural rise and fall of the torso with every inhale and exhale. And then beginning to notice those thoughts, beliefs and judgments, tasks, to-do lists. It's Friday, right? I don't know about you, but Friday is the day I play catch up. So often there are lots of things floating around in my head when I wake up. That's normal. Welcome all of those things in. Don't try to resist them. What we resist persists. Acknowledge each of those things, each of those thoughts, those beliefs, judgments, tasks, items on your to-do list. Welcome them in one by one. Watch them. Observe them as they enter into your mind. And as you do, allow yourself to unattach from them. And when we unattach, we become the observer of those thoughts, beliefs, judgments, tasks. We notice that they start to lose their power. They start to dissipate and melt away. And slowly, slowly, invite your inhale to deepen and your exhale to lengthen. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth with a sigh. Inhale. Exhale. And continuing here at your own pace. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And consciously extending the exhale for just 1 or 2 counts longer than the inhale. Consciously shifting ourselves out of fight, flight, or freeze and into rest and digest. Perhaps noticing your shoulders relaxing a little bit more. The tension in your muscles easing. As you anchor to your breath. And slowly, slowly bringing the hands to the knees. Taking a big inhale, rolling the shoulders back and down, lifting the head, lifting the heart, for seated cow. And as you exhale, roll the shoulders forwards, draw the belly button in towards the spine, gaze down towards the knees, the thighs, or maybe even the belly button. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale, gaze down, shoulders roll forwards. And take 3 more here, moving time with your own breath. Coming back to center, bringing the right hand to either the arm of your chair or holding on to the side of it, taking your left hand to the right side of your head, and then just guiding that left ear down to the left shoulder, noticing how that feels down the right side of the neck. Holding here. Taking 3 rounds of breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Consciously just slowing down. One more time. Inhale, come back to center. Left hand down to the left side of your chair or the left arm. Bringing the right arm over to the left side of the head. Taking that lean over to the right ear towards right shoulder. Noticing how it feels down the left side of the neck. Does it feel the same or different here? Close the eyes if that feels comfortable. Taking 3 rounds of breath. Exhale. Allowing yourself to ease into this shape a little bit more. Bringing that right arm down, holding on to the right side of your chair or resting on those arms. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, drop the chin down to the chest. Inhale, draw the right shoulder to the right, the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, hold. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, hold. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, hold. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, hold. Exhale, chin to chest. One more time here, move in time with the breath. We're taking it slow here, because often things can get fraught when we're in the middle of the work day, a little bit chaotic. Consciously slowing down allows us to come back to ourselves and reset. We're going to take those head rolls, head circles the other way. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, hold. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, hold. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, hold. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, hold. Exhale, chin to chest. Take one more here, move in time with your own breath. Inhale, come back to center. Release those hands, take a big inhale, arms to the sky. Lengthen through the spine here. Exhale, hands down through heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Maybe even invite a yawn here. One more time. This time as you exhale, we're going to take a twist around to the right. And you can rest that right arm on the back of your chair. Take the left hand to the outside of the chair or the outside of the arm. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale. Exhale, set the gaze over that right shoulder just a little bit more. So these are all things we would do in a regular yoga class, right? And that you've done with me before. We're just adapting it to be able to do it on our chair. So this is perfect if you're low on time. You know you need to move, but you haven't got time to roll out your mat. You don't have to. Yoga isn't just the mat. One more time, take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take the twist to the other side. Left arm resting on the back of the chair, right hand to the outside of your chair. And sometimes all we have time for is breath work, right? And just a little bit of stillness. Still yoga, still counts. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, come into that twist a little bit more if it feels good. Gaze over the shoulder. Breathing into the left side of the body. Exhale, melt into that shape. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way back to center. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, we're going to fold forwards and just dangle over your chair here, kind of like a full forward fold. Maybe you can touch your toes. Maybe you can touch your calves. Maybe you just want to let those arms relax. Hold on to the opposite elbows. And allow your head, neck, and shoulders to relax as well. Find some peace in the stillness here. Taking the breath into the back of the body. Inhale. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins. Half lift, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, fold. Maybe hands to the floor if that feels more comfortable. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, come all the way up to seated, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Okay, we're going to come into our warrior two here, Virabhadrasana, warrior two. So we're going to sit kind of across our chair. Now, if you have those arms, that might be a little bit more difficult, but I know you'll be able to adjust. So we're kind of like at an angle. Our left knee is going to be above our ankle, and we're going to extend our right leg out to the side. And kind of as straight as you can get it, but don't worry if there's a little bit of a bend in that leg. So we're coming out here. Then bring those arms out, shoulder height. Gaze over that left arm. Holding here. Exhale. Roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Take an inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, arms down, warrior two. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale here. Arms come up. As you exhale, keep that left arm to the sky. Right arm comes down either towards that right leg, or maybe you can hold behind the arm of the chair. And we're going to lean back into our reverse warrior here. Holding here. Notice how that feels down the left side of the body. Also notice how it feels in the left side as well. Take a big inhale. Exhale, we're going to come into side angle. Left arm to left knee, right arm overhead. Let's make this a little bit more dynamic. Take an inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. One more time. Holding in your side angle. Or if it feels more comfortable, go back to warrior two, go back to Virabhadrasana. Holding here for 3 rounds of breath. Gaze wherever feels most comfortable. You'd be looking down at your foot, straight ahead or up to your hand. One more time. Exhale, come back to center. And just sitting comfortably on the chair, take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, shoulders roll back and down. Come all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Let's take that flow on the other side. So that right knee above the right ankle, sitting diagonally in our chair, we're going to extend that right leg out behind. Well, to the side, sorry, not behind. That would be like a mean feat. To the side. Take an inhale, arms outstretched, gaze over that right hand. Virabhadrasana, warrior three. Take a big inhale. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Think about lifting through the chest. Take an inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, Virabhadrasana. One more time, lengthen through the spine as those arms come up to the sky. Exhale, Virabhadrasana. This time, taking an inhale, bring that right arm to the sky, left arm either holding onto the chair or down to that right leg. As you exhale, bring yourself into side angle. Right arm to right, or forearm, to your right knee. Gaze wherever feels most comfortable. Inhale, come back to your reverse warrior. Let's make it a little bit more dynamic. Let's flow with the breath. Exhale, side angle. Inhale. And exhale, side angle. One more time. Holding here for 3 rounds of breath. And just take a moment to notice how it feels this side. I definitely struggle to get into my reverse warrior on this side more so than the other side. Notice those differences, notice the similarities. And maybe you know why, maybe you don't. Doesn't matter. What matters is the awareness. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Feet firmly planted. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold over. Full forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands to knees, to shins or to the ground. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. As you exhale, you're going to take your arms behind. Now you can either hold onto the back of the chair or you can interlace the fingers behind your back, whatever feels most comfortable. Roll the shoulders back and down here. I'm going to turn slightly to the side so you can see. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're coming into a seated camel pose here. Holding here. Now, think about how this shape feels for you. Now, what I'm consciously trying to do here with my body is lift through the chest. Keep my pelvis nice and neutral, so I'm not dumping down into my hips, okay, and into my lower back. So I'm trying to draw the belly button in towards the spine. Maybe you have one of those chairs that's like, designed to fit your spine as well. So you can really allow yourself to lean into the back of your chair with your lower back. So we're lifting through the torso, keeping that spine as neutral as we can in the lower part. Notice how this feels between the shoulder blades. Notice how it feels across the chest. Notice that opening. Notice how it feels in the shoulders. And it might feel a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe it feels super comfortable. If it does, great. If you're anything like me, it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. There's going to be a little bit of resistance there, right? Especially if we do spend a lot of time at our desks because we're so used to being here. So to open everything up can feel a little bit strange, but as we allow our body to ease into the shape, it can start to feel a little bit more comfortable. Come back to the breath. Take a big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forwards. Notice how that fold feels after that opening in the chest. Take an inhale, half lift, hands to shins or the ground. Exhale, fold. We're going to go back there. Take a big inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, bring the arms down to the back of the chair or interlace the fingers behind your back. Draw the belly button in towards the spine, noticing how that pelvic tilt adjusts itself. Roll the shoulders back and down, open through the chest, through the center of the heart here, heart center. Come back to the breath. Notice the resistance, notice the ease, notice the similarities and differences to when we just did it a moment ago. Does it feel even more comfortable? Does it feel a little bit less resistant? Does it feel more resistant? There's no right or wrong. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Notice how the fold feels here. Take a breath to the back of the body. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to go back there one more time. Take a big inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, arms come behind or interlace those fingers. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring the awareness to the pelvis. Belly button draws in towards the spine. Draw the lower back into the back of the chair. Notice the space between the shoulder blades. Notice how it feels across your pectoral muscles. The chest, into the arm, into the shoulder. Holding here. Lifting through the chest. And take 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale into the back of the body, hold here. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale, create space, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Okay, we're going to come out of our chair. Now, if you're at your sofa, you're going to adjust to be able to hold on to the seat of your sofa if you can't come to the back of it, which probably you can't. But if you have just your office chair or a regular chair, dining room chair, whatever, you're going to come and stand behind it, okay? So you might be a little bit lower if you're in your, if you're with your sofa, but that's okay because we're going to come into a down dog. So, hands to the back of your chair. Take your legs back, walk them back to as far as feels comfortable. And then bring a slight bend to the knees. Don't worry about those heels touching the ground. They can lift away if this feels more comfortable. Lengthen through the spine. Draw the hips towards the sky. Now notice, how does your back feel here? Notice your spine. Notice that space between the shoulder blades again. Taking the breath into the back of the body. Exhale, allow yourself to melt into your down dog. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. As you inhale, you're going to spinal wave all the way back up to standing. Come into your chair. Now we're going to hold on to the side of the chair. We're going to come into a tree pose, okay? So root down through that left foot. We're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest and then take that foot either to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh, not the knee. Now, if you can't bring your foot up to your thigh without Picking it up there with your hand, I'm going to ask you to come to your shin today, all right? Our hands can get us into trouble. So let's take our body into those positions that it can go to naturally, with a little bit more ease and comfort, okay? Now, if it feels good here and you want to let go of your chair, let go of your chair. Bring your arms up like the branches of a tree reaching for the sky. Or if you want to hold onto your chair for a little bit of stability, raise that right arm to the sky. Root down through that left foot. Holding here, take a big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale as you exhale. Start to take a lean over to the right. Again, both hands can go, or you can hold on to that chair. So imagine you're like a tree, those branches just moving, swaying in the breeze. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, we're going to take it over to the other side. Notice how that feels down the other side of the body. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to keep this a little bit more dynamic. Exhale, take the lean over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Come back to center. Find your way back to your down dog. Adho, mukha, svanāsana. Lengthen through the spine. Slight bend to the knees. Draw the hips skywards. Take the breath to the back of the body. Notice the space between the shoulder blades once more. Hands resting on the back of your chair. Exhale, melt. Inhale. Exhale. So when you're in your regular yoga class, if you practice yoga, whether you're at home or if you practice in an in-person class, whenever you're in your down dog, don't worry about those heels touching the ground. It's not the goal. This is a back bend. Draw the hips skywards. Imagine that sun is literally shining out of your backside. Slight bend to the knees. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Bring those feet towards the chair. Now, I'm going to move my chair so I don't have my back to you for the other side. You don't need to do that. Right hand to the chair. Draw that left knee in towards the chest. Now, again, we're going to bring that left foot to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh, not the knee. Holding here, take a big inhale, left arm to the sky. Maybe right arm comes as well. You can come back to that chair if you ever need help with that stability. It's first thing in the morning. I don't know about you, but my balance is always off first thing in the morning. Take a big inhale. Exhale, take a sway in the breeze. Inhale, center. Exhale, sway over towards the chair. Let's make it a little bit more dynamic. Inhale, center. Exhale, sway. Inhale. Exhale, right. And take two more here, moving to fine with your own breath. Notice how that stretch feels down each side of the body in this version of the shape. On this side. One more time. Come back to center, holding here. Maybe see how it feels to raise both arms to the sky and embrace the wobbles. Embrace those wonderful wobbles. Bring that right hand down, left hand follows. We're going to come back to that down dog. Walk those feet out. Remember, slight bend to the knees, hips skywards. Those heels can lift away from the ground. Lengthen through the spine, hands on the back of the chair, noticing the space between the shoulder blades. Exhale, melt. One more time. Inhale, spinal wave all the way up. Walk those feet in towards the chair. Bring yourself back into your chair, into your seated position. Take a big inhale here. We're going to come back to our camel pose. Bring those hands to the back of the chair. Pressing the lower back into the back of your chair. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. We're going to hold here for 3 to 5 rounds of breath. You can come out of this at any point. Notice how it feels. Lift through the chest. Gaze slightly elevated. Doesn't have to be all the way up to the sky. You want that neck to be comfortable. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more times. Release, big inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Hang low in your full forward fold. Either holding on to the opposite elbows or hands to the ground, wherever feels most comfortable. Take a big inhale here. Now, as you exhale, you can either come back into your camel here, okay? Or you can interlace those fingers behind the back, come into your full forward fold, create space here, take the knees away from each other, and then allow yourself to come into that full forward fold with those interlaced fingers up. This is really opening through the chest. You're going to notice between the shoulder blades how it feels. You're going to notice it in the chest. But if it doesn't feel comfortable, either come into a full forward fold or go back to your camel shape. Taking the breath into the back of the body. Exhale. 2 more times. Let the head, neck, and shoulders relax. As you inhale, you're slowly going to roll all the way up to seat. Allow those hands to relax. Roll the shoulders back and down. And find your way back to stillness. Come back to that comfortable seated position. Bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Close the eyes if it feels good. Come back to your breath. Notice where the breath is landing, how it feels. Comfort, ease, discomfort, resistance. Notice similarities and differences to when we first started our practice this morning. Does your breath feel the same or different? Remembering that what matters is not the similarities and differences, but rather your awareness of them. Notice your feet, the soles of your feet connected to the earth beneath you. Notice your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, your thighs, your glutes, your pelvis. Noticing your belly, your heart center, your chest, your hands, your forearms, elbows, upper arms and shoulders, shoulder blades, spine, the back of your head, the tip of your nose, the crown of your head. Notice how your body feels here. Anchor to your breath. Knowing that any thoughts, beliefs, and judgments, we can acknowledge them without resistance. Observe them and watch them melt away. Slowly finding your way back to your breath. Inviting the inhale to deepen, the exhale to lengthen. Bringing some movement to the fingers and the toes. Stretching the arms overhead, perhaps even invite a yawn here. And slowly bringing the hands together at your heart center. Start to rub the palms together. Feel that warm heat and energy start to build. Placing the hands over the eyes. Feel that warm heat and energy resonate throughout your entire body. And as you breathe here, take a moment to say thank you to yourself. You showed up for yourself this morning. Allow yourself to let go of any judgments or negative self-talk you might have around your practice. It's just your ego. And give yourself grace. And allow yourself to take that grace into the rest of your day and your weekend. Keeping the eyes closed, start to draw the hands away, place them one on top of the other at your heart center. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale everything out with a sigh. And as we do, we say thank you to the Krishnamacharya and Iyengar lineage of yoga and to all of the teachers and practitioners who came before us. Thank you so much for your practice this morning. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found those movements helpful. Some little variations of what we would normally do on the yoga mat, and such a nice way to see that yoga isn't just about being on our mat. Okay, as always, we are doing this in collaboration with the food bank, Barking London Food Bank, I think is right. So Flora has popped a link into the chat box. If you're able to support and donate, that would be incredible. If you are unable, by all means share with people that you know who can and who want to. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this morning's practice. It really means the world to me to see you log in on a Friday.